Okay. So ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. And what is extract? The extract fetch data from data sources. Transform or means transformation means we have to perform some steps or we have to do some work according to the user requirement in the data. Okay. I will also discuss about what is transformations in this today's class. Okay. Then I will also discuss about load. Okay. How to load it and what is load. Okay. So Power Query can connect and extract the data from any kind of data sources, transform and as per the client requirement and loads the data into Power Pivot. Okay, it is the pure definition of an Power Query. Okay, so Power Query can connect and extract means Power Query can fetch data from the data sources. If you will not connect, then it is not able to extract the data. Okay, from any kind of data source. It is the first thing, the first work of Power Query. Second thing is transform the data as per client's requirements. Okay, transform data means we have to take some steps or we have to perform some task on data as per the client requirements. Okay, otherwise we can't do anything except the client requirements. Okay, and it loads the data into a Power Pivot. Okay, in the it's loads the last step is the loads the data in Power Pivot. And what I have already told you that what is Power Pivot. Power Pivot is the what? OLAP. OLAP is the Power Pivot. Okay. Here OLAP is the Power Pivot means the structured database created by a data analyst to store the structured data. Okay. OLAP. It is the online analytical processing means the database created by a data analyst or a Power BI developer. Okay. Now, so let's start the practicals now. Okay. So just I'm closing this here. Mm, okay. So here it is the steps. Okay. Here it is the steps. It is the steps to open Power Query. Here it is the steps to open Power Query. Okay. Then look, first of all, we will start the Power BI. Then we will open the Power BI first. Power BI desktop only. Okay. Then go to the blank report because we will create one new report in this project. Okay. So in the Power BI desktop, go to the home screen. Here, okay, go to the home tab. Okay, here it is the home tab. In the Power BI desktop, here it is the home tab. Then click on it, home tab. Then go to the transform tab. Okay, then go to the transform tab. Click on it. Okay, just click on it. Then it will open the Power Query editor window or UI. Okay, user interface. Then it will open the Power Query editor user interface. Okay, then it will open the Power Query, and then it will open a new screen, which is the Power Query Editor user interface. Okay. Then what is the use of this? To do ETL. Here we will do all types of ETLs. Okay. Here we will do all type of ETL. Okay. Now I'm going to tell one thing. Here you can see that in the Power Query Editor there are so many tabs, just like File tab, Transform tab, Add column, View, Tools, Helps, what is whatever. Okay. So among these tabs contains the GUI options. Okay, all the tabs contain different types of GUI options. These are inactive because no data is loaded here. But if you load on data to here, then all the other GUI options are active. Okay, so among these GUI options only The close and apply and the new sources are used to extract and load the data. Okay. ETL, extract, transform, load. Okay. The new sources is used to what? Used for extract the data from data sources, and close and apply used to load the data to a OLAP. Except these, except these GUI options, except these two GUI options, all other GUI options are used for the transformation. When the 99.99, the 99 point, the 99.99 GUI options, 99.99 percentage of GUI options are what? Used for the transformations of data. Okay. So now I will show you how to transform data. The Okay. In this class, I will show you how to transform some data and how to load it and how to extract it. Okay. So we are in the data in the today's class, we are going to use the data sources like Excel and SQL Server. Okay, according to the client requirement and the report requirement. Okay. So now we will load the data in Power Query. Then how to load it? Then how to load it? Now we load some data from Excel. Okay, just how to do, I have already told you. Click on new sources, click on Excel workbook. Okay, then go to your location where data are stored, mine log data store and downloads. So I will choose on the suppose the sample superstore Excel file. Then click on open. Okay, now click on open. Okay. Then now click on open. Okay. Now we can show that the sample superficial Excel file contains three sheets or three tables. Okay. Just like orders table, people table, and returns table. Okay. So we will choose all three sheets. Okay. And click on OK to load it. Click on OK to load it. Okay. Now I will add some other tables. Just like click on Excel workbook and then EMP DFT data. Click on it. Double if you click on it, select it and just click on open. Then otherwise you can just double click on it. Okay. So among these, we will just click on to take the data just like EMP, whatever required for us, and that we will take. Okay. Jump. Sorry. Job blank. No. Okay. We will just take department, EMP, and manager data. That is required for us. Okay. Then click on OK. Now I will take some data from the SQL server also. Okay. Then click on SQL server. Okay. I will copy my SQL server name and paste it here. Okay. Here it is written as database. If you know your database name, then please write it. Otherwise, it is optional. Okay. No need to worry about this. And that after that, to add data from the data sources, it is showing two things, that is import and direct query. Okay. Now we will use the import, but in the later classes we will discuss about import and direct query. Okay, for 15 days or for 2 weeks. Okay, let me just add this, and I will tell you what I'm saying that. Okay, so click on import button and click on OK. Okay, now from that I will use the product database that will contain. I will add the tables which contain under the product database. Okay, just click on customer data, products data, and sales data. Okay, I just according to the our requirement, I just want three tables. Okay, so click on OK. So I have already told you why it is showing the question mark, because it's not loaded properly. When it is loaded properly, it will not show us. Okay, so I have extracted. I have extracted But nine tables, I have extracted nine tables from two different types of sources. Okay, that is from one six from Excel and three from SQL Server. Okay, 1 minute, students, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, so okay, just click on if you're showing then click on refresh. Okay, no, no. Okay, here it is the full user interface of a Power Query. Okay, here it is the full interface of a Power Query. Now, the, now I'm going to discuss about the full user interface in different parts. Okay, just I will divide in different parts the full Power Query user interface. Okay, so first part is first part is query span. Here it is the query span. Second part data pen. I'm sorry. Second part is data pen. Okay. Third part. What is the third part? Third part is here it is. Third part is ribbon. Third part is ribbon. Here it is the ribbon. Okay. Okay. Then fourth part is this query settings pen. Okay. And the fifth part is what is the fifth part? Here it is the fifth part. Here only. Here it is the fifth part, the formula bar. Okay. These are the five different parts present in a user interface of Power Query Editor. Okay, and I will discuss it. I will discuss in a brief way. And I will discuss all the parts in a brief way for you for the better understanding. Okay, for the better understanding. Okay, now I have already discussed about the introduction to Power Query, what is Power Query, and the things related to Power Query. Okay, then I will discuss about the Power Query editor and user interface. Okay, the Power Query editor and user interface. The Power Query editor and the user interface. Okay, so what happened? The Power Query editor, the Power Query editor UI contains five different parts. Okay, five different parts. First thing is the query pen. Okay, then before discussing about that, I want to discuss about what is query. Okay, what is query? While we are using the database, we are using the database, we can say that each and every table as a table. Okay, but in Power Query, but in Power Query, we will tell that, or we can say that we say that it as a query. Okay, it is query. That in the database it is tables, but in the database it is tables, but in the Power Query it is the query. Okay, so we can say that we can say that query pen is the list of query pen is the list of tables extracted from I have already told you that what is extraction. Extraction means fetch data from different or fetch the table, fetch data from different sources. Okay. Query pane is the list of tables extracted from different what data sources. I'm sorry, different data sources. Okay. So query pane is a list of tables extracted from different data sources. You can see that in the query pane. Okay, it is showing only the tables and the table names. Okay, so as a list. Okay, in the query pane it is showing the table names and the tables as a list. So according to the query we can know that how many tables. Here it is showing the 9 tables, because we can know that in the query pane we have 9 tables. Okay, and what are the table names? Okay, now the second thing is that the second thing is that the data pane. Here it is the here it is the data pane. Here it is the data pane. Okay. So now we will discuss about what is data pane. Okay. What is data pane? What is data pane? Data pane show us the extracted data of a selected selected table. Okay. Of a selected table. Data pane show that extracted data from a selected table. Means if you will choose or if you will select one table, here it has 9 tables. If I choose one and select a table, okay, just like MP table, then I can see that the whole data. I can see the whole data present in the data pane. Okay, if I'll choose the order data, then I'm able to see the whole data present in the orders table. Okay, okay. If I'll choose the manager table, then I can able to see the whole data present in what? Manager table. Okay. Then we will discuss about the ribbon. What is the ribbon? Here it is the ribbon. Here it is the third part, that is the ribbon. Okay. The ribbon is present in each and every product of Microsoft. Okay. That you can see that if you will open the Excel. If I will open the Excel, here it is also the product of Microsoft. Then you can see that here also the ribbon is present, just like this contains the different types of tabs, just like home, insert, page load, all other things. Okay, like that, like this. The Power Query editor also contains the ribbons which has some tabs, just like home tab, transform tab, add column, view, tools, help, and just these types of. And each and every tab contains groups, just like here new query. Okay, just like here new query group, it contains home tab. Just like it contains query tab, the query group. Okay, just like here manage column groups. Just like here reduce rows group. Whatever. Okay, these are the groups, and each and every group contains one GUI option, at least once. Okay, not one, at least one. Just like here the new query contains the three GUI options. Okay, one is the new source, recent source, enter data, and data source. The data source group contains one GUI option, that is data source settings. Parameters group contain manage parameters, that is one GUI option is present. Okay, why GUI options are present here? Okay, why GUI options are present here? Okay, let me write something. Okay, the ribbon part. Okay, so I want to. Hmm, the ribbon name is query ribbon. Okay, query ribbon. The query ribbon, the query ribbon contains tabs. Okay, then each tab contains groups. Then then each groups contains each groups contains different types of GUI options. GUI options. Okay, these types some GUI options. Okay, and by using these GUI options, we are able to do the ETL. Okay, we by using these GUI options, we are able to do the ETL. Okay, just I'll show you how we'll do the ETL. So okay, in this class, but later, but one more thing, the class is will end automatically after 10 minutes in the, I think the 8:45 or 8:46. So please students join the class, rejoin the class in 2 minutes again. Okay. Then third thing is the query ribbon is discussed, and the fourth thing is the query settings. Okay. The fourth thing is query settings. Okay. So what is query settings? Okay. Query settings contains the properties and applied steps. Okay, the query settings contains the properties and applied steps. The query settings pane, the query settings pane. Okay, it contains two things. Okay, it contains two things. What are they? It contains two things. One thing is properties. Okay, second thing is applied steps. Applied steps. Okay, so I'm gonna. So, please, students, the class is going to end in 10 minutes. Please rejoin again. Okay. Applied steps, properties, and applied steps. Okay. So, here it is the properties and applied steps. Here it is the properties and it is the applied steps. Okay. So, now we will discuss about both of these options. Okay. So, properties. Okay, what is properties? Properties means it show the table name. Here in the name, it is show the table name that is selected. Means I have selected the manager table, so it is showing manager. But it has something different things. Okay, we will discuss about in the Power Query classes, but not today, in later classes. Okay, because if you will click on all properties, then it will show some check mark things and to tick and everything, and the description name whatever. Okay, we'll discuss in a better way but in the later classes. Okay, but now I will only discuss about the applied steps. So what is applied steps? Just I will click on orders. Okay, applied steps. Applied steps means these are the steps performed as a transformation. Okay, transformation. Okay, means the ETL extract, transform, and load. The transform thing, some steps are done here. Okay, so what is the first thing? Just like here, 4 steps done. In the people table, it is 3 steps done. In the returns table, it is 3 steps. In the customer data, only 2 steps. These are the steps or applied steps which are already done according to the AI based on the Power Query or Power BI. Okay, according to the AI based on the Power Query or Power BI, the steps are done. Now, the applied steps contains two types of steps. Two types of steps. What are they? Okay. The applied steps contain two types of steps. One is default steps, and another is manual. Okay. Another is manual steps. So I will discuss about for the default one first, then manual. Okay. What is default? Okay. What is default? You have already shown that I have already showed that I just but I just extracted data from the data source. Nothing I have done anything. Okay. So I have not also done these 4 steps, but it is done by these 4 steps, or here it is the 3 steps. Okay, here it is the 3 steps done by the AI integrated with Power Query. Okay, so those steps are done by automatically. Those steps done by automatically are known as default steps. Just like the default steps are of mainly the default steps are of more mainly 4 to means 2 to 4 steps. 2 to 4 steps. Okay, default steps mainly 2 to 4 steps. Just like you can see that here it is the 4 step default steps. Okay, but here in the it is 2 steps. Okay, now I will discuss in a brief and in from basic to the all the default steps. Okay, first of all, here it is showing that the source. First of all, it is showing the source means in the source step we can see that the data or the table showing here are extracted from which data source or which location. Okay, here in the formula bar you can see that it is a Excel workbook. The data is extracted from an Excel workbook or Excel. Okay, and here it is the location of the what extracted data source. Okay, here it is the location, and here it is the Excel file name from which the data is extracted. Okay, and second thing is by using this means I am saying that by using this step you can know that which the data is extracted from which data source. Okay, then and if you want to change the data source, okay, here you can in the formula bar you can change the data source or the location of the data or the name of the data file, whatever. But you can use in GUI options. Okay, I have already told you there is no requirement of coding to know the Power BI. Okay, so if you want to change the data source location, then what to do? Click on this settings button. Okay, if you click on this setting button, it will show one pop-up. Okay, it will show one pop-up to you. Okay, then by using this browse option, you can also choose the different location or the for the data source or the different data source file. Okay, now the second step is the navigation means when I have loaded the orders table, I have loaded the data from sample superstore, the from the data file sample superstore xlx. Okay, then I have already showed you that it contains 3 sheets or 3 tables. Okay, it contains 3 tables: the word order, people, return. But now I want to know that this data extracted from which data source means which sheet. Okay, so if I go to the navigation pane or navigation step, click on it, then it will show that the item orders. Okay, that the orders, the data is extracted from the order sheet. Okay, that the item is order mean the kind type these types of sheet. Okay, so we can say that the data is extracted from order sheet. Okay, then here it is the two steps. Okay, here it is the two steps. The next thing is the promoted headers. Promoted headers means the AI integrated with the Power Query. Okay, automatically choose the header of this table. Means the headers, orders table, column headers. Okay, automatically he can choose. How? How he can choose? Okay, now the now the AI will read the whole data. The AI will read the whole data that is present in Power Query. And from that, he can know that the first line data, okay, he can know that